Hello everyone, a warm welcome to the today's webinar. I hope you all are fine. So as you know that we are conducting these type of webinars weekly basis, so it could help you to enhance the busy knowledge as well as it will help you to implement this in your software. Today the topic is benefits of ITC. It means input tax credits. Tagging with busy. So how the busy software can help your businesses to get the well-availed ITC and how to claim it accurately. So today in this webinar session, I'm going to teach you about the some of the aspects about ITC tagging with busy. So let us begin this session. So you all know that in India, total registered taxpayers, the count of these taxpayers was 1 crore 27 lakhs 90,860. Regular taxpayers was 1 crore 27 lakh 90,865. Composition taxpayers was 15 lakh 9,790. ISD, input service distributor. So input service distributors will have 8,042. Casual taxpayers 686. And TCS, tax collector at source, was 21,166. And tax deducted at source, TDS payer was 3,03,260. Non-resident taxpayer was 31. And OIDAR, it was 606. Okay, 606. And similarly UIN holder, it 2,307. So this is the data, and here you can see the registered taxpayer data. So more than 87.40% whom there is comes under the group of regular taxpayers. So regular taxpayer, this is one idea about the taxpayers details in India. And going our next slide, let us discuss one simple scenario. So here Mr. Pavan, he was saying that, hello, my name is Pavan. I am registered taxpayer in India. I purchase materials from registered GST suppliers, so I don't face any problem in claiming ITC because he was purchasing the goods from registered taxpayers. So that is why he cannot facing any problems. So to claiming the ITC. And a few months ago, he was frustrating and he was saying that I was facing a lot of challenges in managing my monthly ITC calculation. I was wasting a lot of time for ITC calculations because in few months ago he doesn't have any software, so that is why he was very frustrating and he was saying that he was wasting the time to calculate the ITC calculations. So this was his pain point. So but now he was very happy because ITC calculation is very easy now, because now he was using our busy business accounting software. Now I am able to give full time to my business instead of GST management. Earlier he can't have the time to manage these things because full time he was wasting in GST calculations only because he was using busy accounting software. So let us see what solution we gave to Mr. Pavan. Some challenges the Pavan was faced by GST as a registered dealer. He was facing the challenges is monthly ITC calculation for GSTR 3B. So GSTR 3B statement, it is the consolidated statement where in GSTR 3B we found the details of input GST, output GST, and GST payable history, as well as consolidated related information, just like reverse charge mechanisms, ITC claimed, everything will be found in GSTR 3B. But he having some issue with GSTR 3B, that is how to calculate the total amount of ITC as per GSTR 2B for filing GSTR 3B. So GSTR 2B, this report is auto-populated report available in GST department portal. After the vendor uploading their data to the GST department portal, that GSTR 2B will be generated. In this GSTR 2B report, you can download directly to the software, and then you can compare the data. Later on you can make the payment in GSTR 3B. So when you filing the GSTR 3B, earlier you has to do this type of ITC calculations related work, so then only the 3B payment will be accurate. If suppose any kind of mismatches that you make the payment, any wrong payment if you make, means that should be the problem. So that time the ITC will be lost, or sometime you may not get the ITC also. That calculations you has to do before the payment of GSTR 3B. Now we have the solution in Busy, that is monthly ITC tagging as per GSTR 2B. In Busy you can tag the monthly ITC status of your invoices. So as per the GSTR 2B data that you downloaded from the GST department portal, along with that data you can easily reconcile it and update the status of ITC. So let me show you how the things will be work in Busy. The first and foremost, what you have to do, you have to download the GSTR 2B data. That GSTR 2B data downloading is available in two manner. One is automatic downloading, another is manual downloading. Automatic downloading, it's a very simple process. Just you has to select the month and you has to click the download button. Now in my screen, I am already downloaded the data. That is why the status was showing that saved. Once the data has been downloaded, the status will be shown as saved. Again, if you want to download some other months, you should click the download button and you can download the data. For the timing, I was already downloaded. Otherwise, we have a manual option here. You just click the manual button and you can upload the file that you have already downloaded from the GST portal. So that manual method is different, and automatic means the software can automatically download the data. This is the very first step. Then after that, you can reconcile the data as per party wise or voucher wise. So let me show you the party wise GSTR to be reconciliation. So in month of April, I was selected as month of April. So as per the data that I have downloaded from the GST department portal, everything will be populated here. So that data will compare along with my busy data. Here busy data will shown as 3,15,300 rupees taxable amount. But the GSTR2B portal, we can't have this data because this auto agency, this GSTN number data and this party data, it can't available in GSTR2B, that is our government portal. So that is why the value will be showing here blank. Simultaneously, the next one you can see GS Sons new. This party data is available in busy as well as GSTR2B, but it having some error. That is the reason it should be shows in red color. So now the busy data will have the value of 23,230. 2B data will have the value of 23,287. Now there will be some mismatch in the value, right? There will be some mismatches in the value. So that is the reason it should be shows in a color of orange. So now what we will do after the reconciliation, you should correct the data. Now here 287, here 230. Just to open the invoice, like if you want to check the informations only in a busy data or the comparatively, you want to check, you can use the comparative. Otherwise mismatch only also you can see the details, mismatch only. Okay, so now later on you can correct the data and you can re-upload it. Okay, this is how the reconciliations will take place. So after the reconciliation, you matched everything, you corrected everything by yourself, then only you can do the monthly ITC tagging. That monthly ITC tagging will available in here. Monthly ITC tagging as per 2A as well as 2B. So we know that 2A is the report. It contains debit note, credit note, tax invoices, outward supplies, informations. 2B will contains the ITC adjusted as well as the 2B. It contains the taxpayer uploaded their return till the last date. That much only available in 2B. But 2A it contains the 2A is the static data. The 2A will changing each day, but 2B is can't change. 2B will be provide the information only up to the till the last filing date. So either you can do the ITC tagging based on the 2A or else you can do the ITC tagging based on the 2B data. So now let me do this GSTR 2B data, monthly ITC tagging as per the GSTR 2B data. Here I have two provisions. One is party wise, another is date wise. So let me select this party wise. So here if any one single party I want to select, so I should select single party, any one party. Otherwise, if I need to select all the parties, I should make this one as no. Then if I press the OK button, here let me get all the data available as per my GSTR2B as well as the busy data. Here you can see this one is the busy data, this one is the GSTR2B data. So both will be visible in my screen. So if I want to update the status, let me press F4 over there and then you update the status. Here I will be have different types of status. Just I need to update the status like pending, claimed, section 175 ITC none. This will be one specific section. The government will have some rule, that is the under this section there is ITC will be none. So ITC you can't get the ITC amount. And similarly 16.4, this will be also some other section in GSTR rule. So that section saying that some of the items or some of the goods, the ITC you can't get. Some goods restricted to get the ITCs. That will be status also provided here. You should select the relevant status. So similarly for the POS rules, place of supply rules. In this section also some rule will be there. That notifications or that rule is saying that ITC will be restricted under this section. So that status also available. Similarly, not to be claimed. What I can do if I want to update the status as claimed, so let me select this one as claimed and update the return filing period. Something like the return filing period will be October 21st or it might be April. So whatever it is, you should select the relevant return period. Okay. Okay, and then GSTR to be status. If this data could be, if this data should be founded in your GSTR to be while you're doing the reconciliation, you should apply here found. You should apply here found and where it is found, in which month the data should be found. So it might be same month or it might be future month or past month. Anything it might be. Based on the reconciliation status, you should apply. You should fill this GSTR to be period. So let me update here December only. The same month only I should update it. In this way, the GSTR, based on the GSTR 2B data, we are able to update our ITC status in Busy. Even in this particular ITC tagging procedure, you should have some other way to do that. That is by selecting the month also. And you should select here as generate report taking month range as based for the book data or 2B data. As per the book data means whatever the data that already downloaded by your side from the government portal. That is our download GSTR to be that tool already I said you. So in this tool, if you are using, so already some data will be saved here. That should be considered as books of data. Okay, so if you want to see the software data, or if you want to compare the data with software entries, or you should compare with your data, that ITC tagging data as per your 2B status. So based on that, you can decide and you can select the filter, relevant filter, and you should do the ITC tagging. So this will be the process of ITC tagging based on your downloaded 2B data. Simultaneously, if once the ITC has been tagged, so if you again wants to change the status, again you should go to here monthly ITC tagging as per GSTR to be either by party wise or by date wise. You should select. Then you can open the relevant month data like this. Again, you want to re-update it. Just you press the F4 button over there, and you can change the status whatever that is. Sometimes it might be some we made some mistakes by ourselves. In that point of time, you can again go to same page. Then you can press the F4 button. Again, you can update the status. Okay, so this is how you can do the ITC. Here we have one more feature called all pending vouchers. It will show you that all pending voucher automatically the status will be get updated. Either you can do by one, or else you can update the status ITC status by selecting it all. You should select all the entries, then you press the F4 button, then you update the status. In this way also you can do the updation. So this one is the ITC tagging. Hope the thing is clear. Next, let me show you how the Pawan will happy for our software features related to ITC. So that I can going to explain you now. How to check that whether the ITC has been claimed for current and previous period transactions. This will be the pain point for that. So we have the solutions, and he found some provision to that. So let me show you how they are doing. So in that they have one report called ITC claimed summary as well as ITC claimed register. Through that report, he will get to know that in which period he got the ITC, in which bill against he got the ITC, current period how much they got, previous period how much they got. So now let me show you by practically. So just you go to the browse the menu called transactions menu. Under that GST miscellaneous utility, there you will be getting one option called ITC claimed summary. So in the ITC claimed summary, if you selected any specific month called April, May, whatever that is, you should get this type of overview. Here you can see the details. ITC claimed in current return period. The current return period where I should selected here April. The April month the return period, the ITC claimed was 2,45,232. The IGST value becomes 28,037. CGST will be 8,052. SGST will be 8,052. Similarly, current return period invoices, the same first row value will be shown here also. There is no any such changes. Current return period, and the third row it was blank actually. There is no data found here. That scenario I can create and I can show you by practically now. And bottom you can see here ITC not claimed in current return period will be 4,23,049. The CGST IGST breakup also you can see. Even you can see the invoices not claimed till date. The same value will pasted here also. There is no any such changes. Now let me show you what is this other than current return period invoices. Again I go back to my monthly ITC tagging only. In my transaction menu, I browse the menu, and then I should select this monthly ITC tagging as per to be. Here I should go for this date wise, and then I can select the month of April month. So now I am doing April month ITC tagging. In that I am selecting any one specific invoice. So I should select this one. Okay, I should select this one, Jackson India new. The specific tagging was in the month of April. So here I can press F4 shortcut key and I update the status claimed and return period. So assume that April month I am doing this ITC tagging, but the claim was done in the next month. It is called May month. Here I should mention the return period May 2021 and the to be status. If the same invoice details will be found in your to be data, you should mention here found, otherwise not found. So let me make this one as found. And the to be period, assume that the to be period will be May 2021. In to be data, this specific invoice information will be found in a May month, not in April month. So that is the reason I should mention over there May month. Now after updating this status, again I come back to my same report once again, ITC claimed summary. Here I can open the April month. Now you can see the details here. Invoices claimed in other than current period. So this will be the invoices claimed. I am looking report of April month. Now I'm looking April month report. In this April month report, the claim summary was showing that invoices claimed in other than current period was 74,019. Earlier it was not showing. Now I was created one scenario. So on the basis of that, the value will be reflected here. I hope this should be understood for everyone. Similarly, here why it is not showing. Here, if I selected the May month if I selected, then what happened? Here the value will be shown. Other than current return period invoice. So the invoice existing in April month, but updated the status in May month. The return period was May month. Even this data will be found in our GST to be also May month. Likewise, I updated my status. So then on that basis, the ITC claimed summary will be posted in the software. This is the thing. And another report the Pawan will looking into the software, that is called ITC claimed register. The ITC claimed registers is also possible to view two types, party wise or date wise. So let me check party wise. Okay, the party wise data you can check it in this way. So this report will give you the entire information about the invoices, in which party that ITC was claimed, in which bill number, what is the ITC status, which return period this bill was claimed, what is the status of to be, which return period the bill was claimed, and what will be the section, what will be the invoice number, invoice date. Each and every information related to this specific invoice you should get in this register. It could help you a lot. So really, if you are doing such tasks in a manual way, it's a very tedious task. But if you are using busy software, so within single click itself, you are getting the entire information about the ITC history. So this will be the benefit for the users. So now again I switch to my PPT and I move further. Let me show you. Next, Pawanji, what are the challenges he was facing? Pawanji was facing the problem that ITC status of purchase invoice. How to check the ITC status of purchase invoice from various reports? So that is why we have a solution. That is, one should press F6 shortcut key. Just press the F6 when you're looking some report like purchase register or any ledger report or any bill payable report. You should press the F6 shortcut key. So entire history of that invoices, details of the invoices will be comes in front of the screen. So let me show you how the things will appear. So if you, for example, any ledger, if I take, for example, Johnson, this one I will take Jackson. If you are viewing party ledger account, just you can press F6. When you pressing the F6, the entire information about these invoices will be shown here. What is the status of 2A for this invoice? What is the status in 2B in this invoice? What is the filing status? What is the ITC claimed status? What will be the invoice information like date, purchase number, invoice amount, CGST, SGST breakup? Everything you can get to in the screen itself. So even you can checking the purchase register. There also you will be getting same kind of screen. So if you press the F6 button, so then automatically this screen will appear. It could give you entire information about this invoice. Okay. So apart from this, we have another report called bill payable in your account outstanding analysis report. If you browse that menu, you should get this bill payable or bill receivable report. You should go to this bill payable report. You should select any one single ledger. For example, Jackson only, let me select. Here you should select the Jackson. If you don't have any entries, it can't show you. So I should select here to Z. Now you can see So here also, if you press F6 button, then invoice details in GST are 2A to B details, and everything will be shown in front of you. This is also really required because of this searching and everything, because unless and until you can't able to gather the information, you should go to the report and you should find the report. It's a very tedious task. So now let me explain you something about different challenges the Pavanji was facing. The Pavanji is facing some different problem like ITC reversal details. They're saying that how to find out in which purchase transaction ITC is required to be reversed. So as you know that everybody, so generally if you purchasing any goods with your vendor, then if doesn't make the payment to them before 180 days, but the supplier whom they sold the goods to you, he will upload their GST return on the GSTR1 report. But in that GSTR1 report, whatever the goods he sold to you, that's go to the government, that uploaded into the government. Now the data will be going to into the government, and even you got the ITC also. ITC will be calculated on the basis of output minus input GST is equal to GST payable. Through that you will be get the ITC. That is where ITC availed. But here what happening, when you purchasing the goods for your vendor, then vendor will upload their GSTR1. After that you got the ITC, but you doesn't make the payment to the supplier. In that scenario, as per the rule, after 180 days, you should return back to the ITC, whatever that you got earlier, you should give back to the government. That is why one specific report that we have provided here called ITC reversal, bill-wise ITC reversal. If this feature, if you want to use, you should enable the bill by bill details feature in Busy. Unless and until you can't use this ITC reversal feature. Let me show you. And otherwise, other than that, the Pavanji now he was very happy because of this feature. Now he was getting the entire information about the bill-wise ITC reversal report. So in this report, he get to know that in which bill the ITC was reversal more than 180 days. What is the due days? How many days happening? So what amount I want to reverse to the government? Entire details will be comes into this report. So just browse to the menu called display menu. Under that GST report will be there. Here you will be have one report called report section called GST other reports. In this GST other reports, the bill-wise ITC reversal report. This one you should select. And in this bill-wise ITC report, there will be multiple types of filterings. Let me select all parties only. And you should see the details here. The report date. Today the date was 9/8. You can enter the today's date or yesterday date or day before yesterday date. My data was belongs to 21/22. So that's the reason I'm mentioning here a date of 31/4/2022. So 31/4/2021. Or else let me keep like that only 18/2/2022. And the consider pending bills older than days 180. Automatically the 180 days you should be getting filled out here. So once you open the report, the details will be shown like this. Here party name is Akshaya Plastic, total amount, pending amount, and taxable amount. The taxable amount is 1,79,952. The reversal amount, it was showing that 16 lakh 195 rupees 0.68 paisa is the CGST head account. 16,195.68 will be the SGST head account. Simultaneously, you can see the next entry, JJ Enterprises. The reversal amount, the tax amount, reversal amount, it was 5,184.85 rupees. In this way, you will be getting the bill-wise ITC reversal. So if the bill by bill feature is enabled, then only this feature work. Oh, okay. Now the report will visible. After looking this report, if you want to view the report internally, you should press enter button over there. Again, you will be getting more and more information about that entry. You should getting the information called reference number, purchase voucher. What is that purchase voucher date? What will be the due date? How many days happening? The rule was 180 days, but here it is happening 235 days. 235 days, it means it's exceeded. Now you should turn back to the tax amount, that ITC availed amount to the government. Now this bill-wise ITC reversal will give you the complete picture about the ITC reversals. In this way, you can manage the things. Now, one point I want to tell you that is how to enter the ITC reversal details. ITC reversal report, you got it. But how to enter the ITC reversal, that I want to show you. Through the journal entry, you can enter. The journal entry, you will be able to enter. You should select the GST nature as GST tax adjustment. The debit side, you should select the ledger, or either if you have a ledger already, you should select it by directly. Otherwise, you should create one new ledger by pressing F3 button. It is ITC reversal. ITC reversal, it might be the IGST head of account. You should mention here IGST account. It should be comes under the groups of duties and taxes. And if the ITC reversal amount will be the 1,000 rupees, if it is 1,000 rupees, you should mention here 1,000. And the credit side, you should select the IGST input. In this way, the journal entry to be posted to adjust the ITC reversal, bill-wise ITC reversal, and whenever you given back to that amount to the government, that point of time you should enter on journal voucher by like this. This should be posted in your final GST side as well. So now you can see that the value will be reflected here. So this is how the GST summary will connected with our journal entry. Apart from this, if you want to look into your GSTR 3B report by here, this GST 3B report, you will be getting one filter of report that is comes here. Relevant ITC from monthly ITC tagging. This one you make this one as years, and the monthly ITC tagging status, that status only the 3B will generate. So that will be the functionality provided here. Let me change the date by single month. 2 month. Let me take 315. You can see the details in this GSTR 3B report. If you scroll down, only the value, whatever the value here reflecting on the basis of ITC tagging data. Whatever the data you are tagged in your ITC status, that should be reflected in your GST 3B. You can make the payment and you can upload the GSTR 3B. This is how the process will work. Then only you will be get ITC from the government side. If the every data is correct, accurate, then we will get the accurate ITC. Credit note as well. If you entering some credit note by here, that is called credit note IBC. So when coming here in this screen, the GST nature you are selecting like credit note issued against sale, debit note received against purchase. If the credit note is giving against your sale, you should select credit note issued against sale. Then you can enter an account name here. That account name will be reversal, and enter the purchase or sale account. If you adding this type of entries now, so it should be reflected in our GST summary side also. So if you have entered any credit note like this, so that should be also reflected in your GST summary report. Here the GST summary is showing that this one, you can see that like that the entry will be reflect. This is all about my side about this GST ITC calculation related. Apart from this ITC calculation point, in Busy we have many other features related to GST, just like single click GSTR1 IFF upload that we have in our display menu. Under the display menu, GST returns, this GSTR1 as well as IFF return. If anybody doing the quarterly return monthly payment mechanism, then they should do their GST return by here, IFF return. Even we have a GSTR1 uploading as well. So by direct JSON or CSV or as per government template, plain Excel, he can do that. And automatic e-way bill and invoicing generation, that is also one of the major feature for most of the industries. You can have this feature within single click itself. You can able to generate your e-way invoice. Audit report for e-way bill and invoicing. We have an audit report. This could help you to gather the data about in which invoice that you should not generated the e-way bill or e-invoicing. So Busy can tell you that in which bill e-way is not generated, so that you can able to get by this audit report. So now the top report in e-way bill invoicing related, so you can get this report by date wise also. Now I don't have any e-way bill invoicing configuration in this data. If you have means, you can gather the data. Apart from this predefined GST masters, all the masters should be created by default. So no one single master should be created by yourself. Everything will be predefined. So I can show you some of the master here. Tax category, you can see the tax category master. These all are the tax category masters. Simultaneously, you can see the purchase types, purchase types. These all are predefined. TDS related masters, you can see here. These all are TDS related categories. And even you can see the sale type also. These all are the predefined sale type masters. All are predefined. Even we have a date wise GST rate and HSN code. Date, for example, today onwards, the government has been changed the GST rate of some product. Yesterday, they become different GST rate or HSN codes. It might be HSN code also. So then, no need to create two different products for single item. Two different products. One single item itself, you can mention two different GST rates or two different HSN codes. whatever the date that you are mentioning over the invoice entry time, on the basis of that, the software can sense the GST rate or the HSN code. Top functionalities automatically work, so no need to do any such configurations. Everything is ready. The automatic GSTR 1, 2A, 2B, 3B reconciliations. GSTR 2, 2A, 2B, GSTR 1 reconciliation, that you could do it by here only. After the downloading of your data directly from the portal, here directly from downloading the data, you should able to reconcile it either by party wise or by voucher wise. If any discrepancy over the data, that data it's not comparing or data cannot matching by the portal data, you should able to correct it and resubmit once again. Then only the ITC amount you can get, well availed ITC amount you can claim. Otherwise it is it might be the chances to lose your ITC. Even we have a error checking tool internally while we generating the e-invoicing GST return. At that point of time, the error checking tool will give you the mismatch or mistakes in our data entries. Another feature is GST registers and reports. You could get you can get all kind of GST related reports by in this menu. If you browse these GST reports, so where you can get summaries, returns related, registers, other reports, audit reports, each and every types of reports will be possible, will be able to get by this in this single menu. Tax audit report clause 44, one of the top report for auditing. If you want to audit your expenditure or purchase data, you should use this specific report called tax audit report clause 44. Within the single screen, you can able to compare the data like how many GST applicable purchase, how much is the not applicable GST not applicable purchase, what will be the GST applicable expenditure, what will be the non-GST applicable expenditure, and what will be the composition expense, what will be the under registered expense, total payment is how much. Each and everything will be comes into the within single screen. So no need to go to the each and every different reports to compare this kind of report, this kind of data. Everything will be comes into the one single screen. It could save your time. Even you can do the better reconciliations as well. Apart from that, the check party return filing status, one of the top features, because of due to these discrepancies over the data, sometimes the customer or the vendor, he might be not uploaded their data on their GSTR1 return filing. On that point of time, so you can easily check the return filing status or the busy itself. We have the provision by checking the data like here. So check party return filing status, either check by your data or you check by transacted data, all parties data. Even you can check any specific party data, one party data. We have the provision to check it by directly to the software. No need to go to any Google Chrome or any browser. Just you can run this function so that you will be getting this data. Whether he was filed or not, that information will be comes into the screen. Next one is the GST adjustment and payment entries by F4 key. So this will be also one of the major feature for the GST side. If you're looking any GST summary report for the month wise, if you have any ITC liability, IGST or CGST or SGST liability, you can easily adjust with some other input output taxes, just like by pressing the F4 shortcut key. Either you can adjust RCM to regular tax adjustment, so reverse charge mechanism if you doing purchased some any services from any specific vendor, or if you purchased any items from the service, you can get some service from outside the country. In that point of time, the reverse charge will be applicable. So that reverse charge mechanism concept, you can adjust the reverse charge mechanism liability to with our regular tax payment. So apart from that, input output adjustment, cross adjustment, TDS to output adjustment, these all are can do by one single click called F4 shortcut key. So after that, one journal voucher is going to post by here. The journal voucher will post. No need to worry about this debit and credit and these all things. Everything will automatically, software can apply to the debit, credit and all those things. Just you have to press F4 and you have to press the save button. That's it. The last option is called RCM posting by single click. RCM, you already said that the RCM is also you can post by pressing the F4 shortcut key. If you have any RCM liability or any RCM the reverse charge is applicable, means that also you can claim in our upcoming return period. So that RCM value will be shown here, output GST on RCM. RCM is you have to enter the RCM entries, your payment voucher or by the journal voucher or by the purchase entries. Enter these RCM entries, then after posting this purchase or payment or something like journal, then in our next month we will be able to claim this reverse charge amount in our next upcoming period. So this is all about my side. Now in this side you are looking one certification that given by that Ministry of Finance. This certification we received Busy Infotech Private Limited. Our company was received on the assessment year of 23-24. Why they are giving this certificate? Because of the Busy Infotech Private Limited, our company was paying the taxes and on time. That is the reason they given this certification. So definitely, if you using Busy means in all the ways, it can help you a lot from start to end. So you can manage your entire TDS tasks within single platform. Clear year, that is 22-23. First one I shown you that 23-24. Now this one is 22-23. This year also we got the certification or the appreciation by the government side regarding this GST return filing. Now the final conclusion of this webinar is, if you are using the software, definitely you can able to transfer your GST operations, simplify your GST compliances with intuitive solution. Also the software is very easy to learn as well. Effortlessly you can manage your GST operations and keep your GST filing error free with advanced features. So if you any errors means the software can have the error checking tool as well. Using this Busy software, the maximum accuracy you will be get, even minimum efforts. This will be the final conclusion of this webinar. If anybody having such questions, any kind of assistance if you need means, you should call to our 24/7 help desk number. We're there to help you. Our helpline number is 82828282 5 times. So you can write a mail to us, support@busy.in. Thank you so much for joining this today's webinar. We will see you next week with new topic.